skies above. Passport packed and a heart full of love. Cruising the world, just me and the sea. This is a life, it's where I'm meant to be. Stay strong and embrace the journey. Waves rolling on and the vibes feeling worthy. Stay strong and embrace the journey. With a warm, strong adventure, come sail it with me. Oh, stay strong. Got my shades on, ocean breeze, sipping slow, feeling that ease. Warm sun, good vibes roll free. Cruising the world, it's where I wanna be. Stay strong and embrace the journey. Feel the wave, let the good times turn me. Stay strong and embrace the journey. Warm, strong adventures, come cruise with me. Yeah. Stay strong. Yeah. Rolling on and the vibes feeling worthy. Stay strong and embrace the journey. With a warm, strong adventures, come sail it with me. Stay strong and embrace the journey. Feel the wave, let the good times turn me. Stay strong and embrace the journey. Warm, strong adventures, come cruise with me. Yeah. Stay strong, come cruise with me. Yeah. Stay strong.
Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon. Yeah, see that letter? That is probably the end of me and Carnival. Let me remove that off the screen real quick. But that could be the end. That was a letter that I received from Carnival. I guess I'm hopping right into this, huh? Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome in. Welcome in. Let me go to the chat first before I start complaining. Before I start complaining about Carnival. So I'm gonna go to the chat. Keisha, welcome in, Keisha. Appreciate you being in here. Hold on. I'm gonna have this rant is gonna go live on Instagram too. Okay. I am back. All right. Let's see. I got Keisha in the house. Scott, controversial cruising. Welcome in, Scott. Appreciate it. It's banter time. Scott McNeil. We're almost got complaint. I'm not gonna start that again. Scott, welcome in. Welcome in. He was on the cruise. I mean, he might have had a better experience than I did on this cruise. But we're going to talk. I'm going to talk about the cruise. This was the cruise, the transatlantic from Barcelona, Spain, to the U.S. Port Canaveral. Shay's Adventure, welcome in. Go Wilson Travel, welcome in, guys. Deb, appreciate you being in here. All you travel advisors, cover your ears. You know, don't let me scare people away from you booking Carnival. Law Jones is in the house. Welcome in, welcome in. Uncle Dave is here. Appreciate you being here, Uncle Dave. And thank you guys for the members. Uncle Dave is a member. Keisha is a member. And got some other members in the house in here. Appreciate it. Scott is a member. Keisha. Okay. Keisha, I love this song intro. So chill. I'm gonna hype it up. Scott played one last night for Cruise Talk Live. Every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern time. Me and Scott do a show, Controversial Cruising, and we do Cruise Talk Live. Anyway, he had an upbeat song that I really liked. Scott, that was the letter. That was the letter. That was the straw that broke the camel's back. That is this like Blue's Clues? I just got a letter. I just got a letter. Wow, Scott, you took me back to my kids when my kids were 5 years old. I wonder who it's from. Scott. Mail time. Yeah, that Blue's Clues. Have you been banned? No, I don't want to get banned from Carnival. And I want to be clear. I want to be clear that I'm not. I don't hate Carnival. I mean, I'm not here to really. Well, this cruise I'm going to bash a little bit, but Carnival itself, I'm not gonna bash them. I'm more disappointed in them. I'm more disappointed. I mean, I went along with a lot of things that Carnival did, as far as the cutbacks, the low quality food, the getting rid of 2-day service, cabin cleaning and stuff like that. I understood. I understood the quality of the food. Let's cut back on the quality of the food in the main dining room so people want to buy the specialty restaurants. I got you, Carnival. I got you're a business. You're here to make money. I've been loyal to you. 1990, first cruise. Been loyal to you. Have 50 cruises, probably 50 plus cruises. I can't prove a couple of cruises, so I don't know where they're at. But anyway, I'm not here to discourage anybody from going on Carnival. But this last cruise was my 50th cruise on Carnival. And I've heard stories of people having their cabin steward write messages on the board for them. I can remember when I was Diamond, when I first became Diamond a little while ago. Whoops, hold on one second. Uh-oh. I tried to go live on Facebook, but it's I changed topics and things like that, so I deleted everything. Anyway, I'm not gonna worry about it. When I first became Diamond, I would flash my white card. Do I have my card up here? I don't know. I don't see my card, but I would flash, and people, oh, what's that? Oh, you're Diamond. Well, congratulations. I would get congratulated on being Diamond back in my day. This cruise, not so much. Not so much. I have a white card which looks like a Diamond card. Hold on one second. Okay, back. It's as I said, it looks like a Diamond card, but it's not. It has a little squiggly line on it. And hold on. I'm matter of fact, let me get this card for you real quick. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. So anyway, I don't have a Diamond card here, but this is it. White card. Don't look at my portfolio number and all that But that's it. But the red and blue line tells you it's a milestone. 25th, 50th, 75th, 100. Not one person from Carnival recognized that milestone for me on this cruise. Not anybody from guest services. I had to go. They didn't give me my card. I had to go down to guest services to get the card because it's 50th. It's kind of a big deal. I don't know if I'll keep it, keepsake. But I went down there and got it. She printed it up for me. Here you go. Not. Well, thank you for this being your 50th cruise. I mean, that to me, that was like the bare minimum. Here's some cookies to your room. Thank you for being a loyal member. Nothing. Okay. Right now, I am at a point now with Carnival that I don't have any cruises booked with them. And this is the first time in a long time that I can remember I don't, other than the Unhinged, Unmatched cruise, which I haven't booked yet. And this is not going to discourage me from booking that cruise. The only way that I wouldn't go on that cruise is if some cruise came up that was just I can't pass up. But I don't see that happening because it's so many people that I want to meet are going to be on that cruise that that's why I'm going to go on that cruise. But as I said, I'm so disappointed with Carnival. I don't have anything booked. I haven't looked. And I understand what they're doing. They're going to where the money is. I'm a gambler. I don't gamble a lot, but I gamble. This particular cruise, it was a 2-week cruise. I probably got 12,000 points. And it's like, I don't know what, $2.50 per point or something like that. So that's not all the money. It wasn't all my money I put in there, but that's, me winning some and giving it back, which is a little more than what I normally do. Because, Carnival, the one thing Carnival has or does right for me as of right now is they give great casino offers. But I think they forgot about everybody else. And for me, this proves it. They cut back. I understand this last cruise, they had a diamond platinum party. There were 2,000 platinums maybe and 1,000 diamonds on this cruise, roughly 3,000 people. So the diamond platinum party, and I give Carnival credit, they still had it. But it lasted 15 minutes. The Diamond Platinum Party, for those of you that don't know, is a party where all the diamonds, all the platinums get together. They have somebody on the stage playing some music, and they go through who has the most days, who's the youngest diamond, who's the youngest platinum. So they go through all that. They rush through all that, and they usually have unlimited drinks. 3,000 people, got it. You can't do it. But they did have one drink coming in, and then they had one they put on your card, which I still haven't used because I tried using it and it didn't work for me. So I didn't use so I got 2 free drinks. It was tough, but they rushed through it where it lasted 15 minutes. Usually you sit there and relax and enjoy yourself. By the time I sat down, matter of fact, Keisha was my +1. And I'm showing her, I don't know if she's ever been before. So I'm like, okay, come on, Keisha, we'll see what it's about. 15 minutes. By the time we sat down, by the time they announced the oldest diamond, the youngest diamond, by the way, was 4 years old. That's incredible, but that's a different story. But it lasted 15 minutes. By the time we had a seat, it was about 15 minutes. Rushed us out of there. It was the worst one I've ever been to. I understand, but I've also been on other Journey cruises. They usually have on these Trans-Pacific cruises like an al fresco dinner under the stars, where they bring out these tables at night on the Lido deck, and you can eat dinner under the stars and all this other good stuff. Didn't have it. To me, they did have a diamond brunch, which they normally have, and it was one of the worst steaks I've ever had. And they used to have like fillets. I'm a meat and potato type of guy. Fillets. This was some strip loin steak that they serve in the dining room. I mean, it was hotter and fresher probably, but this is what they're serving. You got a couple of free drinks. So I know I'm falling behind in the chat. Let me get to the comments real quick. Let me see. Keisha Law. I didn't mean to start ranting off that much already. Ranting on all platforms. Yeah, no, I think I messed up. The Facebook ones, Keisha, is not connecting because I switched it, and apparently it didn't switch. The echo keeps them going. Dude, I hope you don't have an echo. Foodie, Vicky, welcome in. Will G, I'm trying to get down to the bottom. Everybody saying hi, Pete. TJ, welcome in. On the go with YOLO. YOLO! Did I tell you I love YOLO's videos? I want to be her when I grow up. Uncle Dave, two years being a member. Appreciate you, Uncle Dave. Bill, did you get an email from your airline about cancellations? No. See, that's another TJ. I can't wait to see you Sunday. No, I fly standby, TJ, and I have one booked, but I wouldn't get a notification. But I have been paying attention to the airlines, so much so that I'm actually leaving tomorrow to go there for Sunday. What's tomorrow? Friday. I'm leaving Friday. So, I mean, I'm hoping my luggage makes it and they don't cancel flight. On my way back from Port Canaveral, they did cancel one of my flights. So it made for a rough day. So yeah, I am trying to get prepared. I'm going a couple of days early. If I can fly anywhere down there, and maybe if I can't get there, I could drive down, rent a car, drive down. We'll see. Law Jones saying hello. Uncle Dave. Uncle Dave is an OG. Belt Loop, welcome in. Appreciate you being in here. Everybody saying hello. Sup, chat. Everybody, thanks, Keisha and Scott, and everybody making everybody feel welcome coming in because I'm so far behind. LF McKinley, welcome in. I do miss that Greek cruise. I really do. I thought it was a bunch of great people that went. Everybody got along. I thought it was great. I really did. Price was right. The little squiggly line is where the slash where he slashed it. Everybody belt loop. Everybody sell with Warmstrong. Okay, Scott, thank you. Putting up the what's the name? Keisha, right? Keisha, 50th cruise. Oops, can I highlight that? 50th cruise was a big deal to me. They do for your 50th cruise. They're getting rid of it under the new plan. But the 50th cruise, I can pick a cruise and get 50% onboard credit for one fare. But I gamble, so my one fare is $100. So I'm gonna get $50. It's kind of like the stock, where if you own 100 shares of stock, you get onboard credit. Yeah, but if you use any kind of deals, it doesn't work. Antoinette Fun, welcome in, welcome in. She took a marker out and wrote "Happy 50th" on the T-shirt he was wearing. I wish somebody would even have just said it to me. I was at guest services, big smile on my face, even though I had to go down there and get my card. I had a big smile on my face. Nothing. Sean, down on the cruisers. It's Bill, and it's not even lunchtime yet. Good day, folks. Everybody saying hello. I am behind. Cruise Nuts. Welcome in, Cruise Nuts. Keisha, minimum of 15 minutes. I was not impressed. Keisha, it wasn't enough. They didn't even play the video. I don't know how many of you have been to the Diamond Platinum Party. They didn't even play the video of all the ships, and you're supposed to scream out the conquest, yay, victory, yay! You're supposed to scream out when a ship you were on, and it goes up on the screen. Nope, nothing. They had a lady playing like a ukulele. I don't want to talk about it, but I didn't enjoy it too much. But yes, 15 minutes, and usually it's like an hour long. First time, Dustin, welcome in, Mr. Anderson. Mr. Anderson, welcome in. They're not being a bar there, doesn't it doesn't, but I will. Whoops, let me hide out like that. I've been there before, and I understand there's no bar there. But a lot of times they would have it in there, and they would have 20 waiters and waitresses coming by with drinks. I've done it before. They've done it before. Carnival has. Mona, welcome in. Appreciate you being in here. Hopefully I didn't miss anybody. I see a lot of people just saying hi. Travel with Josiane, welcome in. Z, welcome in. Z is the reason that I'm going. I've had a couple of people tell me to go. Well, they didn't tell me to go, but they like, what day you going down there again? Saturday? Are you sure? Z actually called me and said, yeah, you know, the airlines are having problems. And I'm like, my goodness, if Z knew about it, let me go ahead and go down there a day early. Thank you, Z. I appreciate you looking out for me. I went to Diamond Platinum Party on the last cruise. Wasn't impressed. Packed in like cattle. YOLO. Sweet. That's sweet, Bill. Glad you're in. I don't know what that was referring to. So anyway, hold on, because this really irritates me. That's my letter. That's the only thing I received from Carnival. So all that did was tell me that the only thing that told me was they knew it was my 50th cruise. Management knew it was my 50th cruise. Somebody knew it was my 50th cruise. My cabin steward, see, almost made me curse. My cabin steward knew it was. He had to put the letter in my room. He knew. I still gave him I gave him a great review. I still gave him a great review and all that, and left a couple of dollars for him at the end, because that was the only thing. Everything else was fine. That was the only thing that didn't happen that I thought should have. So far, my flights to IAH is a go for Saturday morning. You're not flying into Hobby? I'm sorry, HOU, TJ? The only reason I ask is because IAH, Bush International, is on the other side of Houston, of where we're going. And I mean, if you're taking an Uber, it'll probably double your flight or double your Uber cost. Are they changing the milestone perks? I believe they are, Will G. I believe what they do now is they give like 5,000 points or stars or whatever it is. So you could probably buy, I don't know, a bottle of wine, maybe. I don't know. It's 5,000 points because they haven't really even been clear about that as far as what you can buy. They mentioned milestone cruisers on the Legend. They did mention one. They mentioned one with 100 days. So they did mention him with 100 days of milestone at the Diamond Party. I'm waiting. I'm like, okay, they're about to call me. I'm getting ready to get up and off to the new, the newest Diamond. I'm like, what? I'm there. Acknowledge me. Man, that sounds like, who was that? Roman Reigns? Acknowledge me. That's what it sounded like. Anyway, no. They stopped showing the video back in June. I haven't seen it in a while because they were getting tired of it. Yola D, welcome in. Welcome in. Appreciate you being in here, my friend. Appreciate it. Dark Theme. What's good, Bill? It's all good, Dark Theme. How can I really be upset at life? I know it sounds like it, but I'm not. You guys catch a Uber to Galveston? I do. I come into Houston. Usually, I come into. I'm sorry. I come into Houston. HOU. Hobby is what they call it. And I catch an Uber. I think it was, I don't know, about $50, $50 or $60 maybe. This time I'm stopping in. I don't want to give out too much information. Z's down there. Z might try to come down and sneak into my luggage. I'm going to stop in I think League City is the city. Is that a name of a place down there? League City. I'm staying at a place down in League City. Bush is further away. Yeah, that's IAH. That's the one at the top, other side of Houston. Will G, 100 cruises or days? Cruises. This was my 50th cruise. I'm at 360, 370, 300. I'm like 360, 370 days. I'm down at the bottom. Good, great. So anyway, that's my rant with Carnival, and that probably was that's the last time I automatically think of Carnival first. I used to go through my Carnival deals and things like that all the time. But for what? For what? I mean, I did have a diamond brunch. Two free drinks. I mean, I don't know. I'm happy with I'm diamond on MSC. I'm going down there. They're going to give me a macaroons in the room. They're going to give me a bottle of champagne in the room just for being diamond. Now I don't know how feasible that's going to be years down the road where everybody's diamond on MSC. But as of right now, I get a free specialty dinner, which it's from the tasting menu. So I don't know. I will. This will be my first time diamond on MSC. So I'm gonna come back and let you know what it was. But you got a captain's party. I mean, there were like 3 or 4 other things that I get. The only thing that I don't get that I might miss would be the laundry, and even that they cut down the laundry, so mine isn't unlimited. Which on longer cruises, the unlimited was perfect, but it's not that way anymore. Mona says, Bill, man, $50 not bad from hobby to golf. Yeah, it was. Well, this was about two years ago, maybe. So I don't know what it is right now. But next time you can give me the money. I'll get you there. Mona, I'm in. How much time would you need? How much notice would you need, Mona? Let me know. I gladly give you the money. Go get the money. I gladly give you the money. The thing I'm doing. Okay, everybody's saying hi. So yeah, so that was that. Let me. I'm gonna get off that. Unless you guys have something to say about it, because as I said, I'm not. I know it may seem like I'm in my feelings or whatever, but I'm not. But I gamble with you guys. I cruise with you guys, and I don't get anything. If I don't get anything for it, why are you my first option? Like I tell you, Royal, become diamond on Royal, you get 4 free drinks a cruise. You know. Okay, hold on, Mona. Mona, you talk. You said you'd pick me up. How much notice ahead of time? Because I fly standby, so I can't tell you exactly what time I'm gonna be down there. And then with cancellations, if there's a cancellation, hopefully there's not. If I'd gladly pay you. Uh, so anyway, that's pretty much my rant on that. Now this particular cruise, flying over Barcelona. This is going to two-week transatlantic cruise, Mardi Gras. I wanted my son. My son has never been what I consider a good carnival ship. They're all good. I got it, but like we'll say newer ship. It's always been like the Luminosa, the Legend, maybe the Spirit, maybe. I think I don't even think the Spirit because I like the Spirit. So the Mardi Gras 2-week adventure, I'm like, dude, you got to come because he's always bashing Carnival, and they first of all, the food was terrible, and I understand they were over in Europe. The syrup that they had was I don't even know what kind of syrup it was, and nobody in the restaurant could explain to me what kind of syrup it was. It wasn't like the maple syrup that we're all kind of accustomed to here. I don't know what kind it was, and when I asked a couple of people, they said it was soy sauce. Okay, that's not soy sauce. You know, I don't know what it is. That's not soy sauce. What we had to do, they had the maple syrup, but it was the sugar free, so we had to start using that. But it made me not. Okay, like the brunch bill, the syrup was molasses. Was that what it was? It didn't seem thick enough for molasses, but that Keisha says it was molasses. It was terrible. It stopped me. I stopped going to brunch. You know, I wouldn't get up. Why go and get up in the morning? I'm a creature of habit. French toast, bacon, hash brown. French toast, bacon, hash brown, coffee. And it was terrible. It was terrible. But the food throughout the ship was the blandest food I've ever had on any cruise. I know people always talk about MSC, how bad the food is. I didn't think it was that. I don't think their food is that bad. Have I had problems on there? Yes, hard hamburger buns, slow service or whatever. I think whatever restaurant I did. Dark theme. Soy sauce is a default answer. You know what? I knew that, but I knew there was a problem because my son, who I said I was trying to impress on this cruise, the boat, he didn't understand because we were sitting out having lunch or whatever we were having. Edna, if I didn't say hello, Edna, welcome in, Edna. I appreciate you being in here. We were sitting out having lunch, I think maybe at the buffet or something, and he kept hearing this rumbling. He was like, "What was that? What was that?" I'm like, "That's the roller coaster, son." They said, "No, it can't. No, it can't be." And yeah, it was just the constant hearing of the roller coaster. He's like, Dad, that's crazy." Did he ever get? He didn't get on it. I don't think. I think he would have, but I don't think he got on it. He wasn't too impressed by it. Anywho, the food was bad, and the midnight buffet, Carnival. If you can't do better, Carnival. If you can't do better than that midnight buff, whatever it's called, midnight snacks. If you can't do better than that, just close it down. Just open up the pizza. Let people just go get pizzas or something, because the food was terrible. Cold hot dogs, cold sandwiches, food was cold, and the Celebration is my favorite Carnival ship. My favorite class of ship is the Excel class ships. So it's not. I'm not saying that all their ships are bad like that, but this particular ship, this 2-week dry dock, was terrible. I mean, this 2 weeks. Did I survive? Yeah, I survived. I mean, it wouldn't matter. You could have had a cold grilled cheese sandwich in the middle of the night. After drinking all day, and then yes, will I eat it? Yes, probably will. But you could do better. MSC has like a little buffet. I mean, is it full blown? No, but it's hot, fresh food. Uncle Dave, midnight buffet has always been trash. It's been trash. They used to have the midnight buffet used to be good. They had a full buffet at midnight. Back in my day, they had a full buffet. When they cut it down, they can just keep this. I mean, this 12-year-olds are like, what is that, a chicken nugget? I don't know. I mean, it was bad. The first time in 25 cruises, I got up from the table and left. Scott, this was I'm so glad people are in here that were on the cruise, that they can back what I'm saying as far as this. But what time is it? I don't know. Okay, I got plenty of time. Because I do it now, because I'm leaving a day early and I don't pack till the last minute. I got to get ready to start packing so I can try to make it down to Texas. Whoever designed Center Stage, that's where the big theater is, where they have all the acrobatic shows and people flying in the sky. Whoever designed that should be ashamed of themselves. They have floor seating. If somebody sits in front of you because you're not elevated, all it takes is one person sitting in front of you, you can't see. If that wasn't bad enough, go up one deck. Well, now you have you have 3 decks. You have 3. So the first, you have like the main floor, then you have a section in the back where it's raised up a little bit, but it's still kind of like at the same level. But it goes back, let's say 30 yards. Well, you have another deck above that. So now you have people, acrobats on ropes and stuff like that way up here. You can't see it down here. There's like 50 good seats in the whole theater. You can't see it because they're up here. You have a deck above you. You can't see it. Third deck. Oh, well, let's go back to the second deck. So on the second deck, you have a crossover, a path that goes through the middle of the second deck. So you have seats, a walkway, and then some more seats. So now while you're watching the show, people are walking in front of you. Whoever designed it, I could have did a better job. My grandson, my granddaughter could have did a better job. I know you're trying to get as many people in there as possible. Imagine going to Royal at the Aqua Show, and when people went up high, you couldn't see it. Imagine their drone shows. If you've ever been on road, some of the shows have drones in it. That if they went up 8 feet, you couldn't see it because you have a roof over your head. That's what Carnival has in this main theater. It's always been. I mean, that was always been one of my complaints. I just never really got into it. But that it's terrible. Third deck. If anything is happening on stage, you can't see it unless you're in the front row. Behind that, you can't see it because they're too low. Now, when they go up high, well, you're on the third deck. Well, now you can see. Anywho, that whoever designed it should be ashamed of themselves. The ship itself, yeah, they spread out the crowd pretty well. I mean, it's not the design of the show; it's the design of that particular theater. Mardi Gras, I swear, I did Mardi Gras 4 or 5 years ago. They're playing the same shows. Voodoo Moon, the parade, which I like, the Mardi Gras parade. It's fun, especially for somebody who hasn't been. It's a lot of fun. It's been 4 years. Celestial Strings, it's been 4 years. Voodoo Moon, it's been 4 years. It might be time just to change it up just a bit. On transatlantic cruises, for longer cruises, journey cruises, they have entertainment that come on. Marcus Anthony and Consuela, I've seen them a few times. They do the exact same show. The exact same show. They might mix a new song in, maybe. The exact same show. Marcus Anthony runs into his old teacher, and Consuela, and I don't know anything about her mother or anything like that, but 3 or 4 times now, her mother died the year before. And this is like once every year I see her. And her mother died like the year before. So, I mean, it might be a true story. It's just a little embellished a little bit. Same story. The shoes hurt. I got to take my shoes off. Same show. Change it up. I mean, they're singers. I change it up. And then people wonder why. Oh, you're not going to the show? Oh, you're not going to this? Oh, you're not going to that? No, I'm not. I tried to go, like, if Keisha maybe hasn't been or something like that, I would go there with her or something, but no, I wasn't doing it. The why, and this is this is just the Mardi Gras people. The Wi-Fi was unusable. I spent $330 some odd dollars for Wi-Fi, and it was unusable is not the right word. I couldn't stream. My thing was I wanted to stream. I wanted to go live with Scott on Cruise Talk Live. I wanted to do banter with Bill. You had Fats and Tree on it. You had stress-free cruising on it. You had travelingers on it. Keisha was on it. You had all these people on there, and it's like, hey, maybe we could all get together and do like a let people talk about what they thought about the ship and things like that. And David Atkins was on it. I mean, we had quite a few people that were on the ship. Nobody that I know could go longer than a couple of minutes before the Wi-Fi started acting up. And they tried to say no, there was nothing wrong with it. And I'm like, no, I mean, I've done enough cruises. I've done 50 cruises. I've done enough cruises, and this Wi-Fi is not the premium Wi-Fi that you get on other ships. I've had bad Wi-Fi, but there was something going on here. It wasn't. I don't think it was a bandwidth issue. Yola D, disappointed on my last cruise on Celebration. Done, no more. I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad at you because unless I get a good deal, I'm not looking out. Carnival is not going to be my first ship. Carnival is not going to be my first ship. Everybody saying hello. Bill, are the XL class ships your favorite across all lines? No. I do like XL class ships. Favorite Carnival ship. Probably one of my favorite ships is Utopia. I don't like the crowd though, because Utopia is doing the 3-day cruises and things like that. The Oasis class ships. I've never done like the Icon class ships, but the Oasis class ships for Royal, I like a lot. Now, if I go there a lot, would I get tired of that? I don't know, because I'm sure the Aqua shows, they don't change much, and I know some of the shows have like Broadway plays, so I'm sure they don't change much. But the theaters were designed for what they're doing. The theaters were designed for that. So when you go to the Aqua show, you can see everything that's going on. So when they go up to that 30-meter platform, wherever you're sitting at, you can see the 30-meter platform and them dive off. They don't disappear, and then 8 feet before the pool, they reappear. Every seat is a good seat. They thought about the design of that theater and what they wanted in it. Cruz Bolero, welcome in. Carnival buffet is boo boo. And I mean, I'm usually up late, and a lot of times I may not go to dinner, and I would want to go up there and get a snack. I couldn't even do it on the ship. I go up there, and I'm grabbing cookies. They do have some decent cookies. I mean, they look like they came fresh out of a bag or something, but they had decent cookies. No. Everybody saying hello. Cruz Bolero. Who's this guy? They took off a couple of sandwiches from the deli. No slight or hand of check at dinner. Cold food. Kept getting our order wrong. Oh, my son. He wanted to come up here. And I told him he could, but he backed out. Chicken. But we went to the C-Day brunch. Guy came out to take our order. French toast, bacon, and hash browns for me. Coffee. My son ordered, they had the burger that they have. He said, can I get the burger? Can I get the burger, but with ketchup only? They came out with a burger patty with some ketchup on the side. And I tried to explain to myself, well, that's literally what you asked for. And it took about 5 minutes to get it because the guy is trying to figure out like what he wants. No, I want the bread, the burger on the bread with ketchup only. And eventually he got it right. I'm gonna put that to a language, but that's the same guy that told me it was soy sauce. YOLO, I'm not a fan of center stage, balcony, or floor. No, center stage. If a show's at center stage, if I can't get on the floor, like out from underneath the next floor up, I don't go. And there were too many old people on this ship. So now you have a show, Celestial Strings, let's say, and it starts at 7. They're there at 5:30 looking for the best seats. I'm not waiting 2 hours for this show. So I try to come down there early and try to get in and sneak in. Nope. Nope. But you know what they do on MSC? If you're diamond, they let you in the show early to get a good seat because you're diamond. Thank you, MSC. Can you see my shirt? Whoops. Seascape this weekend. Be there or be square. I'm really curious. I'm switching gears a little bit here to calm down. To see what my Texas people think of Seascape. I like Seascape. I like MSC. They don't charge you like I play table games, so if I want to charge my room to play blackjack, they don't charge me 3%. Carnival charges me 3%. So I got to come down with cash or go to a slot machine, which is free, pull money out and put the money in my bank and then use that. Don't tell Carnival I told you about that. Anyway. And also they don't 1099 you. So if I hit a jackpot, they don't pass a form over to me to MSC doesn't, where Carnival would. So I want to see what they think. I really love MSC. Dark Theme. Okay. Oh, Yolati, they were trying to save money on the design. I don't know if they were trying to save money, but they were trying to MSC ships, their newer ships are wider, and the Oasis class ships are wider. The Royal ships are wider. It's like they try to stuff everything. Carnival tried to stuff everything in close, and right there, it's like the way it's designed is it's not a good design. It's not a good design. Emily, welcome in. Glad you're off work. Work. Hold on. Cruz, what's up, fam? Who did I miss? Oh, Cruz Bolero, probably. What ship was this again? The Mardi Gras. One of their newer ships. This is you got Mardi Gras, you got Celebration, you got Jubilee. I have no desire. I have no desire to go on Festival. None. I have no desire. I'm gonna look at it to see if they made the ship wider. Like Carnival, let's say their ship is 150 feet wide. This is off the top of my head, not sure exactly. Royal Oasis class ships are like 250 to 300 feet wide. So so when you walk down the promenade on an Oasis class ship, it feels like there's a lot of room. Carnival, they have no place like that. They don't have any place like that. And MSC is more like that also, where it just seems like you have more space. Let's see. TJ, you're bashing my favorite ship. They deserve to be bashed. Go to dry dock. I'm not sure exactly what they did in dry dock, but it wasn't a deep clean of the ship because we were first people back on the ship, and you can see where it was dirty. I mean, like it's like you're looking and you see it's still dirty, not filthy, but I guess when you think of a deep clean, it's like, no, I shouldn't be looking at this stain over here. I shouldn't, I just not bashing it, but I was a little taken aback by just how much they didn't do. Only thing I could see, like on some of the decks, was it 8? They put in some like windscreen. So if you're outside, they had these the windscreens every so often to block the wind from just going from one end of the ship to the other. The furniture was the same old furniture, and I would go out there where cigar smokers were and cigarette smokers, the same cushions. So the cushions that started off that thick, they're all that thick. People would grab 2 or 3 of them to try to make one cushion. I don't know what they did. I honestly, I don't know what they did. I mean, hopefully they checked on the engine to make sure the engine and everything was fine. Oh, Celebration Key. All right, first time there. The island itself it looks nice. I mean, I don't have a problem with it. It looks nice. It started off bad for me because I got into the tram to be taken down to where the island actually starts. I said, I'm not gonna walk. It's because I came out late. I'm not gonna walk. I just catch this. And they had a message recorded, and it's telling me about how the driver appreciates tips. And this is going back to the Bahama days. And it's like, my goodness, I haven't even got to the island yet. You're worried about some tip? Maybe pay your people enough where you don't have to advertise tips. Maybe do that, Carnival. I mean, and most people would still tip anyway. It's not the tip, it's the begging part. So me and Billy, we walk around, we're looking at this bar here, shop there, bar here, shop there, bar here, shop there. We stop at a bar. $7 beers. I bought one. Well, I bought both of them. Me and him, $7 beers. Use my card. They add 18% onto that. It came to like 19 something. I gave the guy a couple of more dollars on top of that. It wasn't many people at the bar. It was getting cloudy and things. And another worker was in the background and grabbing the tip jar, like it's awfully light. This tip jar is awfully light. I don't go to a restaurant to be begged for tips. If you give me good service, I will tip you. You don't have to keep reminding me about a tip jar. And I'm so disappointed in Carnival that's what they did. That's what they allowed. I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed. People, I go on MSC, I go there, I get my food, no tip jar. I go there, get my drink, 18% included. I don't have to sign anything. Here's your drink, sir. The drink package works on the island. I don't, here's a shuttle. Here's a shuttle take you to the backside of the island. He takes you to the backside of the island. He doesn't put his hand out. He doesn't have a message running. We work on tips. He doesn't have any of that. I mean, I was so disappointed in Carnival and Celebration Key. The island itself was beautiful, big, roomy. I don't think you would ever run out of well, I could complain about the beach being rocky, but that's just, eventually they'll probably get that right. But this constant begging for money, no thanks. No thanks. I don't want to do it. And then I think they did it, I mean, for the food. So I got a hamburger and fry. Good thing I didn't want 2. Hamburger and fry, but it's like asking for a tip. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how you guys feel about tips, but back when I was growing up, tips were, if you got good service, here's some extra money. It wasn't part of your salary. It wasn't part of your salary. Matter of fact, I'm looking at a cruise right now. I'm not going to tell you which cruise line. I'm not going to tell you the cruise, but I'm looking at a cruise right now, but it's leaving out of, Barcelona. And the daily gratuities, are like $12. And it's like, how? It's a cruise line, a cruise over here in the United States. It's like, how? I mean, I understand how different money rates and stuff like that, but anywho, that's, and hold on. Was that Dark thing, Bill. Quality entertainment has never been Carnival strong. It is not. I mean, the shows themselves aren't that bad. They're good for Carnival. The Viva Las Vegas or whatever that one is, the circus, the Celestial Strings, and all that. They're not bad shows. There's just nowhere to see, just nowhere to get a good seat. There's 50 good seats, maybe a few more, but there's 50 good seats to see the show, the entire show. TJ, he's on a roll. No, I'm not. I'm not on a roll. I mean, these are just some of the things. I was so disappointed, and my problem was I brought my son on here to brag about Carnival and their ships. He's been on Allure of the Seas and a couple other ships, royal ships, and I'm like, well, Carnival, it may not be right there, but they're right there. You know, they're up there. Yeah, no. All the cruise lines repeat shows for years and years. Maybe, but Vicky, as far as singers, you're gonna bring the same singers on the cruise doing the same show. Tell your singers. I mean, I understand like some of the Broadway shows and stuff like that. I get it. The Viva Las Vegas, it's about Carnival. It's 4 or 5 years now. It might be time to change because it might be time to change. But the singers, bring another singer on, bring another act on, bring whatever, change it up. But my fault because I do Trans-Pacifics or Transatlantic here lately for the last 4 years. But the Mardi Gras, whenever that came out, they're the same shows. Now I did take serious issue with the Wi-Fi. The Wi-Fi was terrible. I couldn't do my sunrise lives. Nope, you couldn't do anything. How was the band and Pig and Anchor? The band and Pig and Anchor weren't bad. They weren't bad. They weren't bad. They did their thing. I didn't. The band itself wasn't bad. They played a variety of different musics. I can deal that. Now they played the same songs all the time. I probably would be complaining about that. They weren't bad, but the food at the Pig and Anchor, the smokehouse, was the blandest smokehouse food I've ever had there. It was so bad. I didn't want to go back. I mean, normally I go there a couple of times, 2 or 3 times. And it's like, this is really nothing special. It tasted like the food that they serve. You know how they have the Pig and Anchor outside? That's what this tasted like. That's what this tasted like. I was not impressed about anything pretty much on the ship. Let me catch up. Scott Manil says, my phone was saying I was in France. I think I had that problem one time, and then I went back. I went back and I forgot what I did, Scott. Oh, I think I just set my phone. I turned it off for automatically locating me and just set it on ship time. Keisha says the Backyard Band, I think I enjoyed them. Yeah, they weren't bad. Liberty is one of the ships I haven't been on. And I don't mind, like Carnival's older ships, I don't mind, but this is your main ship, you know, one of them. And I guess that's what I was expecting. I mean, that's kind of what I wanted to show my son. I had been on Mardi Gras not too long ago. It wasn't this bad. Same shows, but it wasn't this bad. But there were a lot of older people on this ship. Will G, World America is mine so far. Will G, I'm going on World America at the end of this month, and I'm hoping the same. Looking at it, I think it's going to be the same. I think it's going to be my favorite. And did I tell you I'm diamond on there? I can't wait to get on there and see what the diamond treatment is like. But Will G, I'm looking at World America. And I think that might be one of my favorite ships. I think it might surpass. Right now, my favorite ship is Utopia. Utopia 3-day cruises, young people drinking as much as they can. That's not really my scene. But World America, longer cruise, I think I would like it. And you know, nobody's begging for a tip. Keisha, I went to guest services and they tried to fix my phone, and it kept saying France. They said that put a work order in to check it out. Yeah, they did the same thing to me. It was like I went down there, Fats and Tree went down there, and it's like, dude, this is not working. We've been on cruises before. We know what Wi-Fi is supposed to do. It was like they gave what they have like 3 packages, like the social or something. They had 3 packages. Whatever we had was like that middle package. It wasn't the premier package. And we went over, I went over with customer service. This is not that. This is not the premium, you know. And I did a test. There's a thing you can do a speed test, and it was like under 1% download or upload, whatever. Well, I got to go back and look at it, but it wasn't strong enough to stream from me going out upload. Let's see. Allow once. Like this is what I use. This tests your speed of your Wi-Fi. So you hit go, it starts to connect. I mean, that's good. That's good Wi-Fi. You won't have any problem like downloading stuff. This is the one where you had a problem. It's the upload. This is where you have a problem. On the cruise ship, it was like under 1, which is why we couldn't stream. And I mean, that has never happened before on any other ship. Everybody saying hello. Disappearing acts may have been what they were going for. Bill, get your son up here. No, he's over there busy. But he have a lot to say. Oasis is my favorite ship too, and I've been on Icon. Oh, I don't wonder. Is that Oasis? I don't know what class that Wonder was. Wonder was a nice ship too. They're just so so big. How big are they're just so big? But you don't feel. You never feel crowded. At least I never felt crowded. Embarkation Nation, welcome in, guys. Welcome in. I think he may be in his feelings. No, he was talking. My son was talking a big game because he wanted to get up here and blast them. Keeping up with the Griffins. Welcome in. Welcome in. All is well. Griffins, I appreciate you guys stopping by. We all use slot machines for cash. Yes. Yes. I mean, I don't want to tell them that, but on MSC, they don't charge you at the table. So I don't need to do it. I can go there. Hey, can I get $100 charge my card or whatever? And they do it. It's not 3%. Bill, it's your show. You're allowed to get riled up. Nah. I mean, it comes off that maybe I'm bashing Carnival, and I'm not really bashing Carnival. Is what Carnival is, but they're taking too much away from people and not offering them anything but a cruise. Nettie and JT, welcome in. And I guess where I'm in my feelings at as far as this cruise was that it was my 50th with you guys. My 50th. I just felt like, you could at least said thank you. Other than that, in my room with all the other notices. That's the only thing that I have. Oh, and my card. Where's my card at? That and that. That's the only milestone. See that milestone down there? Beep, milestone. That's the only thing I have for my cruise. That's the only thing I got for my cruise as far as not a hi, not a hello, not a thank you, not a you're welcome, not here's a free drink, here's a free cookie. Nothing. That was it. And that's where it's like I'm why am I going to be loyal? And if like whatever, like I said, I got 12,000 points, which wasn't a lot on this cruise. This cruise had people 100,000 above. I mean, it was like they lived in a casino. If I'm not gambling enough for you, I'll take my gambling money and go elsewhere. I can stop gambling. I stopped going to Vegas because Vegas, once I found out I can get a free cruise, why am I going to go to Vegas to gamble for a room? Well, that's kind of what Carnival was trying to make me feel like now is like, why I can go pay for a cruise. If I want to take, spend $2,000, $2,500, I can take a Trans-Pacific cruise and not give you a dime. So I don't know. I'm trying to cope with why I should cruise Carnival. Nelly, welcome in, Nelly. Hi, y'all. I fly to Orlando soon. It would be weird to go to Disney and not Canaveral. I haven't been to Disney World in a world, but a Disney World is another one of those places that the prices just keep going up and up and up and up. The last time I went down there for one day, I think I must have spent $500 or $600 for like one day. It might have been more than that. Everybody's doing well, keeping up with the Griffins. Will G. Hey, Martin. Hold on. Oh, Martin. Okay. The Griffins. Scott, keeping up with Griffins, saying hello. I don't want to skip anybody, but if I did skip anybody, just say it again. I'll try to catch up with it. Brother Scott. Bill, actually, Carnival XL class ships are no bigger than Royal's Quantum class ships. It's the lengthwise, they're probably comparable. It's the widthwise, and I don't know what ship that would match up with Royal, but the width wide is nowhere near like an Oasis class ship, and apparently like an Icon class ship, even though I've never been on an Icon class ship. Carnival is Chris Peterson. Carnival is for the black folk. They should rename it the Circus. See, now, Chris, I'm not going to go there because that's not true. And I've been cruising since 1990. Yeah, that's far from true. But Carnival is for people. It's more like an entry level. If you just start an entry level anything, you don't start with the top. Well, some people do, but you work your way up. And Carnival is what it is. It satisfies a certain niche there. And I'm not bashing Carnival like that. This particular ship I'm bashing, but Carnival itself, they just made too many cutbacks. If they brought back some of the cutbacks, I think Carnival would be a great ship to go on. It's just not for me anymore. No lies detected on the Keisha, no lies detected on the CK tip culture. My goodness. I've never seen that on a private island, Keisha. I've never seen so many people asking for tips and tip jars on a private island. It's crazy the drink package doesn't. That's crazy. But then you had like a couple of the stands where they only took cash. Well, wait a second. Over here is just card. Over here is cash. I mean, I gotta load myself up. See, I don't know where you're from, Chris. That's not true, because all the black people I know, they all tip. So where you're coming from, yeah, I don't know. It doesn't sound like you've been around many blacks in your life. Scott McNeil, it was a $80 cab ride to Freeport. We said no. $80. Wait a second. The port is in Freeport. What, the other side of Freeport? See, see, this is what happened. YOLO, this is what happened when people, you don't experience the world. You watch YouTube videos and you don't experience the world. That's what happens. YOLO, I disagree. Or at least people that I hang around. And I disagree also. We tell based off of that's the way it's supposed to be, Griffins. That's the way it's supposed to be. It's like, give me good service, you get a good tip. But I mean, you're talking about tipping, and they're adding in 18% off the top. We're tipping on top of that. So 18%, now you have 25, 30% tip. So I don't know where you're coming from, but you haven't been on a Carnival cruise, because when you order a drink, the tip is built in. Chris. He went for a nap. Yeah, I mean, I you know what? I don't mind talking to anybody. People have their opinions. As long as you're not coming in here being derogatory and things like that. I mean, that was kind of stereotyping people, but to me, it's good to talk to all people and listen. And you have to understand, because I'm that way when telling people to get outside the United States, because if all you know is the United States, you don't know about history. You don't know. I mean, Mike. what's going on in the country like today, nowadays. It's just get out more. Understand there's more to life than just the United States. I know greatest country in the world, but there are more people outside the United States than inside the United States. So maybe you might want to see what, their beliefs, how they feel. And that's what cruising has done for me. It allowed me to see all types of people. Oh, yeah. No, I mean, I understand why. I'm never gonna any one of my moderators, I'm never gonna question what you do. But you can sit up here and we can talk. Matter of fact, we can all gang up on them and beat them up. That's my thing with the internet. It's really worth $300 when you don't know if it'll work or not. I kept checking my email. I probably could have got my money back, Emily. But I wanted to still be able to use, internet calling and things like that, Facebook. And so I that's why I didn't do it. Will, welcome in. Together We Travel. Appreciate you stopping in here. When they started Viva Las Vegas, Elvis was doing the show. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind like Viva Las Vegas. I love Vegas songs. I love Elvis. I don't mind that so much. But I mean, it might be time. I really like the Legend. I enjoyed the Spirit class. I enjoyed Spirit class, even though the worst internet I ever had was on the Spirit. But it had just come out right after COVID. It had just come out, and they were having problems. So I gave them benefit of the doubt, just like on this cruise ship. I'm gonna give them benefit of the doubt. This is coming over from. I'm going way over. Coming from Spain, but they ran out of Coca-Cola products. I mean that. I'm giving benefit of the doubt. We'll see what people think when they get back over here in the States. I just came out the Star of the Seas, great Wi-Fi. That's what I'm hoping. MSC Seascape, from what I recall, had good Wi-Fi, and I'm hoping that's the case this time. So I can go live with on Wednesday 7 p.m. 7 p.m. Eastern time with Scott Cruise Talk Live. Banter with Bill Thursday 7 p.m. This kind of like just me trying to build a business. If you haven't hit the like button, make sure you hit the like button. I appreciate it. Would love to know what he has to say. Oh, my son. If you're talking about my son, how big are they? Big. I'm so far behind in the chat. World America did not have ATMs that we saw. No. As far as I know, they don't have ATMs on there. They don't have ATMs. You can add another card on and stuff like that. Yes, bring cash with World America. But you just go to the casino or whatever and pull it off. I mean, there's ways around everything. But I don't remember ever seeing an ATM. I enjoy both Oasis and Icon class ships. I still favor the Quantum class. What class is Navigator? Because I was on. I like Royal ships, even the older one. Navigator is a little older ship, but I liked it. YOLO, no appreciation. Zaire, he was there. Zaire, he was on the stress-free cruising. They were on there. Him and Jay. Matter of fact, Zaire, I had your shirt on yesterday. I did a show with Controversial Cruising. I had your shirt on, the Mardi Gras. He was kind enough to make me a nice shirt. Anyway, yeah, I don't know if he had the same experience with the bad food and bad seating and I don't know what status he is on the ship, but I didn't like it. I liked that class of ship. Foodie says it's probably a freedom class. I thought the Navigator was a good ship and a reasonable price. Freeport is very, very quiet. Everybody saying hello. Cruising below. I hate people who stereotype. They're naive. A lot of them are naive. Don't. I mean, that's why for me, you want to talk. You talk to people like that because in one breath saying they don't tip, and then the next breath it's like, well, the tip is already built in, so yeah, they're tipping automatically. So you got to make it make sense to me instead of just reading something you heard on the internet or whatever you heard it at, some whatever meeting you were at. You heard that. We had to freeze Chris. Yeah, but it was come on, people. It was interesting. It was interesting. Plus, you have to pay the VAT tax. Absolutely, we need to broaden your horizons and experience other cultures. You really do, because I'm telling you, going to the other countries where tipping isn't like something that's part of the meal. It's a fresh feel. How much is that beer? $8. How much I owe you? $8. I appreciate it. Matter of fact, where did I go? It was a restaurant, and I don't know. This might have been Puerto Rico, and I went and got some food, and the guy brought me my bill out, and he advised me that there's a tip already included, and whatever the tip was, 15%, it was already included in the bill. So he didn't try to have me pay the bill. The tip is in the bill, and then me tip him again. And I appreciated that so much. I over-tipped after that because I appreciate the honesty. Najuma Brown, welcome in. I love getting comps in Vegas. The buffet costs as much. See, but I don't know how long you've been going to Vegas. Vegas was, the buffets, they were like a give me. If you went out to Vegas and gambled anything, here's a free buffet. Here's a $9 buffet. Real Hotel had the biggest buffet I've ever seen before in my life. But now they're making money off the buffets. I'm not paying top dollar for buffet food. And I'm not going to Vegas, gamble all my hard money to get a buffet. Could you imagine going on a cruise ship? Oh, here's a coupon for the deli. No, sir. You better give me a steakhouse if I'm gambling my money. Anyway, the Legends Wi-Fi worked well, but I didn't try to stream. Zaire's saying hi to everybody. Explorer class is what Navigator is in. See, I don't know anything. Royal classes, I don't know anything about their ships. Royal ships, they have beautiful ships. I think so. My favorite is slowly but surely it's MSC. Their ships, even like some of their older ships. I'm Gold. The seating was bad. It took us 5 times to get into the comedy. Yeah, the comedy. I didn't go. I'm not standing in line waiting for a comedy show. I don't mind the show starts at 8. I don't mind. Okay, 7:30, 7:45, going there, getting in line. I don't mind that. These people are lined up, hours ahead of time. I'm not doing it just to see a comedy show. And 14 days, 9, 7, 8 days at sea. People bored out of their mind. The food was off. It was sourced from Europe, so a lot of things were different. Overall, I love my first transatlantic. I like longer cruises, but the food was definitely off. Some of the lines, some of the shows were bad. The seating in the center stage was terrible. When we went to Australia, a lady was trying to tip the waitress, and they were bantering back and forth about the fact that she does not need the tip. I did that when I was in Australia. A guy, I tried to give him a tip at a bar. He's like, I don't need a tip. We get paid a livable wage. I don't need a tip. But he started giving me samples because they didn't have Sprite. They had some other, I forget what it's called. So he let me sample these different drinks that they had, like the bootleg flavors that I thought was bootleg. But I'm like, here, take this. And eventually he wound up taking it and split it with the workers. So did they do comedy shows in the big theater? I think they might have had some shows in there, but a lot of them were in the Punchliner and Limelight. And Mardi Gras is more comparable to a quantum class ship. Whatever it is, it's definitely not Royal. It's definitely not MSC. Okay, I made it down to the end. Hold on one more time. That's the only thing I got, people. And I'm gonna get ready. I'm gonna get ready to end this show because I really didn't mean to go over because I got to go pack because apparently, air traffic controllers and FAA, they all want to get paid, so they might be cutting back on the schedule. So I'm just being facetious. They deserve to be paid, so don't attack me. But I understand if they shut down tomorrow and nobody goes out. I understand it's not their fault. I mean, when I go to the airport, I'm going to thank each and every one of them for being here to allow me a chance to get to Texas, because they don't have to be there. They're not being paid. They don't have to be there. But I was a civil servant. I understand that things happen and you might not get paid, but you're a civil servant, and that's kind of what you signed up for. Now you still have to feed your family. So you got to put food on the plate on your table. So yeah, I might have to go get another job. But if I can do it without my family suffering, I'll be there. Cruise nuts, Bill. We headed down tomorrow too. Yeah, cruise nuts. I'm going down tomorrow. I'm fingers crossed. I'm going to start off early. Because I'm still flying standby. If I have to buy a ticket, I'm going to buy a ticket, but the one-way ticket is like $500-$600. Maybe this new Project Ace class that Carnival plans to release will show improvements. It is, but I think they're doing it I think what they're doing is the wrong way. Their improvement is now, instead of 5,000 or 6,000 of my closest friends, they want 8,000 of my closest friends. At some point, it's too much. Dark thing for me. It might be too much. We'll see. We'll see. It depends. I hope they make it wider. I hope they don't try to cram people in. We'll see. Wish I could be going on and cruising with you again, nuts. I feel you, Mr. Bill. I'm leaving the house at 3 a.m. just in case, trying to get from LA to Chicago. I'm leaving. I'm leaving. I don't know. It might be 5. I think I'm not too far from the airport, 15, 20 minutes from the airport. So my flight is at 8:30, and I'm gonna probably leave 5:30-ish, because I don't know how long. I have TSA pre-check, but I don't know the unknown, and I don't want to miss the cruise. Yes, you were, Scott. Be sure to email me. I'll pick you up. Mona, I will reach out to you. I think I follow you on Instagram. Mona, I'll reach out to you. I mean, Chicago to LA. Okay, same difference. All the major hubs. Keisha says, blessed and safe travels, Bill and everyone. Coming up, if I haven't told you, this weekend, it's Sunday, is MSC Seascape. MSC Seascape. This is actually one of their hoodies because I like the Seascape. I don't buy many souvenirs, but I bought this one. Coming up this Sunday, I plan on going live a lot, but you're gonna have a lot of content creators down there. Cruise Nuts. Cruise Nuts started a meet and greet for content creators and everybody, whoever wants to come down. And that's going to be on the second day of the cruise. So you'll see, if you go to Facebook groups, there's like a couple of events scheduled for the YouTube vloggers and all that meetup. I Love Cruising Royal is going to be on there. TJ, Will G, Cruise Nuts, Derek Island Time is going to be on there with his group. I know I'm missing some people, so it should be a lot of people. It's going to be a fun to go live. Embarkation Nation is going to be there. Chloe, they're going to be there. So how can I pass them up? Dark thing, I agree. Bill, Carnival tends to really pack the passengers like sardines. That's my only problem with instead of making the ship like a little bigger, a little more space. Oh, we got extra space. Let's put another cabin in. Oh, here's some more. Let's put another cabin in. So I'm afraid that that's what Carnival is going to try to do. Embarkation next week would be so sad if you missed it. I'm going to get down there, even if I have. I'm working on contingency plans. If I fly down there close, because like I know Texas is a big state, but if I get down there, if I have to go to Corpus Christi, if I have to go, San Antonio, if I have to do what I have to do to get down there, but I plan on, I should get there. So good night, everybody. I'm sorry. I died. Sorry. I think Coach Cruz will be on there too. I didn't know that. Coach Cruz. It's gonna be a ton of people and lots of fun. I'm assuming lots of live. So the Wi-Fi will get tested on MSA Seascape. But with that being said, I can't wait to see. I look forward to the new shows on the ship. I look forward to better food on the ship. What kind of Texas flair they're gonna have on the ship. Let us know. We will give you a ride from Corpus. Oh, see, this is what friends are for. Thank you, guys. But I won't know more until tomorrow. Will G says, I don't think Coach Cruz is going to be on there. We need to get a group cruise photo. Well, cruise nuts at the meetup. Hopefully, I try to invite everybody that I know that was a content creator, or if they just want to. Linda Montemayor, I think is going to be on there. So I made sure that she didn't know. She didn't think she was invited, but I told her, "Come on, you're more than invited." So, hopefully, we get everybody down there for that meetup, and then from there we can start planning if we want to do anything together. I know there was talk of the steakhouse, so we can start planning things and do a photo group photo. But at that first day, we can do a group photo at least that day, because I like to put out that photo in the pub there. Oh, look who I'm at. That's kind of what I do. No, I everybody that I know that I hear that are going, I try to. So yeah, I don't know about being very, very kind. Come on now, get off my lawn. I see you're messing up my image. Thank you, Bill. Bill is one of the best. I see. Yeah. And another port. There's a new port. That's when new port. Who had been to Port Covenhole, Honduras? Port. Am I saying that right? Port Covenhole. I've never been to that port before. I've been to Honduras before, but not to that port. I did a little cheating. I think Midnight Adventures, I think they went to that port. So I did a little cheating. So we'll see. I mean, it's going to be a lot of fun. And it said meeting Coxon. Oh, okay. I hear. I can't type. Coxon Hole. Scott. Why do I think about Scott and Carnival Cruise Addicts when I start saying that? But anyway. It's close to Carnival's. Sweet. As long as they have, have a pool and things like that. I think we stop at Cozumel. I think I'm going to Paradise Beach. So lots of things, lots of friends, lots of entertainment going to be going on down in Texas. So with that being said, I am going to get ready to get out of here. Oh, hold on 1 second. Hold on. Where am I at here? Oh, right there. Okay, hold on, people, hold on. I mean, you really don't have to hold on, but I want to see something. Where am I at here? Boom. Huh. Okay, I do. Before I go on a cruise, you get like once a month, you get 10 free memberships. So before I go on a cruise, and I'm going to be on 2 cruises this month. So I try to give out memberships. I get 10 a month, so I try to give them out. So I don't know if being here helps you get a membership or not, but since you're here, I'm going to send 5 now. Let's see who gets it. Nettie and JT got it. Shay got one. Yay, Cruise Bolero. Yay! Big Murph got one of both time travelers. Yay! All people that I know, because last time I did it, they were like people that I had no clue who they were. And I will try to give you members only stuff. I'm not very good at that. Scott, teach me. I'll be your Padawan. You be Yoda. Is that Star Wars? Anyway, teach me. Okay, hold on. I might have 5 more. Let's see. Real quick, gifting. Do I have 5 more? Send 5 now. I do. Here comes 5 more. Let's see. Okay, yes. Look at this. Scott McNeil. Adventures with Roxanne. B Weezy Cool got. Wait. B Weezy Cool got one. B Weezy Cool got one. Are you telling me you're not a member? B Weezy Cool? Boy, we got to talk. We got to talk. LF McKinley got one. Marjorie has one. Yay! I appreciate that. Hold on. Oh, hold on. That was Embarkation. I'm sorry. Embarkation Nation said 5. And that was who I just read. And then I did 5 more. Official Jamia got one. Kimberly Lavelle got one. It's a Cruise Life got one. Cruising Capers got one. And Mommy Millionaire. Wait. Stop. My daughter got one? Thanks for the support, kids. Anyway. Cruz says he's having a drone fly over at Paradise Beach. So be watching out for the drone, people. But thank you to all the new members. Hold on. Let's see. I got something here. Yeah, for the super chat. Yeah, for the super chat. Yeah, for the super chat.
Yo, thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the.
Here comes the money.
Here we go.
Thank you for the super chat.
Okay, I just ran through a lot of them. I'm over here yelling and screaming. People remind me that you can't hear me while I'm yelling and screaming while that's playing. But thank you guys. I appreciate all you guys. Cruising says at 1 p.m. Texas time, drone flyby. Central time. Okay, yeah, because again, that's going to be probably different than the time zone that we're going to be in. Big Murph is still in here. I've been listening in the background. Thanks so much, Bill, for the membership. No, thank you for coming here and watching and subscribing to the channel. I mean, if you had never been here before, you wouldn't have got it. So this tells me that you have been here. So no, I appreciate all you guys. You mean a lot. I've been going on way too long. I mean, give Carnival a chance. They're not my first choice anymore. The cruise I'm looking at signing up for is a different cruise line, not Carnival. And it's overseas too, by the way. So that might give you a little hint of what I'm looking at. But with that being said, I am going to get ready to get out of here. Make sure you stay strong and embrace the journey. I believe in a half an hour or a little less, Scott is going live with Thirsty Thursday. So make sure you go over to Scott. Scott, you're in here? I know, Scott, both of my kids. Thanks for the support. Thanks for the support, kids. Appreciate it. Tell me you love me without saying you love me. You can't leave yet. So close to a raid. What time is it? Scott, I'm not gonna make it. It's 8:34. I'm not gonna make it. But with that being said, I gotta go pack Nettie. I gotta go pack too. I gotta try to get out of here. I gotta look at my flights. I got things doing. Controversial cruising. Thank you, Scott. Hold on. Thank you. Hold on.
Yo, thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the super chat.
Thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the super chat.
Okay. I might stick around for it. Scott, you got me. I'm a cheap date. You got me, Scott. Embarkation Nation is officially on vacation. I was about to say I'm on vacation too. I won't be. this particular time, I won't be on vacation till I actually make it down to Texas. I won't claim vacation until I get down there. I mean, there's no work. Will G says he packed a little today. I'm pretty much packed. Right, Scott. I'm a cheap date. No, I'm not, Keisha. I'm not always on vacation. It may seem like it. I'm always working. Always work. Will G's been on permanent vacation since the 30th of September. How does it feel, Will G? How does it feel? Does it feel different? Do you wake up? Do you miss going back to work? Like a lot of people, it's like a fixed schedule, and you get used to that schedule. Wake up at 7, on the road by 8. You get on that schedule that it's hard. Me, I can sleep to 10, 11 o'clock in the morning. But I'm up late. I just flowed right into it. Chocolate martinis at the bar Sunday. I'll have one. I'll have one. Big Murph. Oh, thank you, Big Murph. Appreciate it. Hold on.
Thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the super chat.
Thank you, Big Murph. Appreciate it. So yeah. Anyway, people, I'm Scott. Sorry, I said that was a cheap date. I got to get ready to go because I really do have to pack. I got to eat something and then get ready to pack. And because I got to get up, I don't know. I'm gonna get up at 4:30-ish to get out of the house by like 5:30. So no, I appreciate you guys. I appreciate all the super chats. I appreciate my moderators. Thank you, Keisha, for taking care of my problem. I appreciate you. And everybody, hold on. Martini Bar Sunday. We just got. We'll talk. Sunday. It's football Sunday, so I will be at the sports bar. So I don't know if chocolate martinis. I'm sure they have them there, but I will be at the sports bar. Tomorrow is Friday. Yes, I'm trying to leave early. I'm trying to leave early because I don't know what's going to happen, and I'm trying not to buy a ticket. But even buying a ticket, the flight can still be canceled. So, yeah. I mean, I'm trying to leave a little early. So I'm leaving tomorrow. Keisha says 22 more minutes. I was up all night when I first retired. That lasted about a month. Then I was in bed for yes. And now, you know what? Now the with cell phones and stuff like that, even like when I go to bed, if I go to bed, let's say I go to bed at 1, I may not go to sleep till 2 because I'm on my phone playing games and watching YouTube and trying to catch up. That's when I normally try to catch up with stuff. So yeah, I mean, I understand completely. Cruising Chris, welcome in. Cruising Chris Cruising Chris. I have to wait till January to visit celebrities Martini Bar. I want to do. See, and this goes back to, and Chris, thank you for being a member. This goes back to, I got to venture out. I got to try celebrity, and I don't know if I'll gamble. It depends, but celebrity, princess. I'm doing Virgin in January. I think Carnival. As I said earlier in this live, I was loyal, and I've always said Carnival was my first choice. But the amount of the amount of money I gamble with Carnival, that I could probably buy a cruise on another cruise line and just see what it's like, and with no risk. Matter of fact, when I do World America this time, I pay for this. The 22nd, I'm going on PK Adventures. I'm not going with them, but they're going to be on a cruise. And hold on, comments. Oh, there we go. I want to take that off. I paid for it. I had a good price, like $1,400 or something for the drink package and Wi-Fi package. So I'm paying for it, but it's $1,400, and they don't expect me to gamble. Like this cruise that's coming up this weekend, they expect me to gamble some because it was a UR comp cruise, so they expect me to gamble, which I don't mind because I like to gamble. But World America drink package, don't have to gamble. I'm in. I'm in. Wi-Fi package, so all my new members can see me go live, and I got to learn how to do live for members only. Also, all right, Big Murph, I'm singing that song. Hold on, what did I miss, Big Murph? What did Big Murph say? Oh, want to hear which song did you want to hear? Hold on, because apparently I got time to kill. Was this one?
Thank you for the super chat. Da, 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 da. Thank you for the super chat. Da, 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 da. Thank you for the super chat. Da, 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 da.
Or this one?
Yay for the super chat. Yay for the super chat. Yay for the super chat.
Anywho, I'm just trying to kill time. I'm trying to make it to 9 o'clock. Scott, drop your link. Drop your link, and I'll pin it up to the top. Even though Nettie says, even though I'm retired for 4 years, I still wake up like I'm going to work. Wow. The only time I get up early is when I'm catching a flight. Only time. Other than that, I'm just lazy, right on the house. Eventually get down to get my coffee. I like a cinnamon roll coffee. That's my breakfast. Cinnamon roll and coffee. That's it. You're going to like Celebrity. I want to go whichever cruise. Somebody told me that it might have been Norwegian. They have like an indoor cigar lounge. That's what I want to do. I want to do Aqua because of the Prince show. And whoever had the cigar lounge indoors. How much do we have to gamble for UR Comp? UR Comp, the cruise was free, but I had to put a $500 deposit down, and with that, I get it back. I saw on some ship that they got it back in. You had to gamble in the casino. I forget what ship I was on, and so I got it back in the casino. So I got it back. Like what I did was like $100 for the table game and then $400 in slots. But then another time they actually just gave me $500 onboard credit. So I won't know until I get on this ship. As far as I don't remember which one, what this one is, but $500. And my thing is I'm giving them $500. That's my gambling money. I probably will gamble a little bit more than that, but that pays for this cruise. So $500 for a cruise. Now, I used to remember before, and I don't know if I waited too late this time, but before that $500 was good for two people. Matter of fact, my son, he just did UR Comp with for Virgin. He did UR. That's why I'm going on Virgin. He booked it. It was $500, no extra money. So I'm going for free. But he had put up $500. So I don't know. I don't know how it works. I don't know. Lexi is my host there, so I probably should call her and ask her. But they told me no. This time, if I wanted to add somebody on, it was gonna be $300 some odd dollars. I mean, where did $300 some odd dollars come from? Well, that's the price, and I can't argue. They say that's the price. That's the price. And now you get royal points on Celebrity. Yes. Well, and that. Why are you trying to send me down that road again? Why would Carnival have like these programs where they don't even Princess doesn't even accept your status? It's your cruise line. Why don't you accept your own status? And now, like you said, you earn points. If I go on Princess, that's ether. Those are ether points. They're just off in the ether someplace because I don't have enough status for anything, and I can't add it to Carnival. That was a brilliant move by Royal. The only problem that you have with that, even though that people that go on Princess and Celebrity are probably already pretty high up the ladder on Royal, because could you imagine all the diamonds bombarding a princess. Anyway, but eventually, all good things come to an end. And if you haven't seen I finally put out my last Greek video. This one was about Milos. So if you haven't seen the video, make sure you go back, watch the video. My last days in Greece, which I want to go back to Greece. But yeah, earning points. I mean, because now not only can I go on Royal, I can go try Celebrity out, but I still get points going towards my diamond on Royal, which is what I'm looking for. I agree, Foodie. I think warm, strong adventures would like Celebrity. As long as it's peaceful and quiet, I'm pretty good. You know, a little nightclub at night. But I don't care about the people. I don't even care about the people in the nightclub. I like listening to the music loud. If you ever see me like on this ship, which I'm gonna tell everybody in here that if you see me on MSC, Embarkation Nation, Cruise Nets, TJ, if you see me and I'm sitting down with my headphones on, I'm not doing anything but listening to Prince. So feel free to come and tap me on the shoulder. Hey, Bill, I'm not doing anything. I'm telling you right now, I just like to listen to my music on my headphones and listen to Prince. So you'll see me there. I'm drifting off or whatever. I'm not paying attention. And feel free to come over and tap me. Hi. Because most people think, oh, he's busy doing so. And I may even have my laptop open. I'm not doing anything. Thirsty Thursday. Thank you, Keisha. I am. Oh, put user in timeout. No, that's not what I wanted. How do I? Oh, I'm not on YouTube. My bad. Where am I at here? Where am I at? Keisha, right there. Thirsty Thursday. There we go. Okay. In a couple of minutes, we're going to be going over the Thirsty Thursday. I just pinned it up to the top. You are cruising with PK on the World America. Yes, I'm not in his group. I don't know. Excuse me. I don't know. How many people he has or anything in his group. But I am going to be on that group, on that ship. But I'm gonna be. I'm telling you, of all the ships that I've been looking forward to getting on, this is the one. MSC World America is the ship. And if it works out right, I might get on some of the other ships that are coming out. NCL has cigar lounges. Now we're talking. NCL has indoor, and NCL Encore for sure had it. See, now we're talking. We had the same offer. I am so excited to gamble. Yeah, I mean, I'm not a big. I will slot machines. I'm not a big fan of slot machines. I'm not a big fan because it's hit or miss, and I think they're tightening up the machines. But blackjack, MSC has the best rules at sea as far as I know, for $10 to $15 hands of blackjack. You can surrender. You can blackjack plays 3-2. None of those Carnival games they have Spanish 21 and face up blackjack. None of that. That's crazy talk. They have really, really good rules. And the surrender really, if you know how to play blackjack, you understand how much surrender is, Anywho, I digress. People, make sure hold on. Keisha says, make sure you like the live stream. I appreciate it. We had to pay $300 and something to add Chloe. Yeah, it was 2 people. I never tried to like 3 people. But yeah. But mine, I had to pay $500. Which I consider that the price of the cruise. So I'm gonna gamble that away. Hopefully I win, but if not, $500. And I think you get you guys I think got the drink package. I didn't get the drink package, but I drink with them. You drink free in the casino. Scott, Bill is a nice guy. No, I'm not. Don't you put me in. Keisha, you were about to go into timeout. You were on the way. Luckily, because I'm here on StreamYard, and I can put people in timeout. Hold on, let me see. I can put people in timeout or delete the comment, but I can't pin the comment. So I had to go over to YouTube. Anyway, we wish you had been on the inaugural. I had Japan. I wanted to. That hurt. That was the worst cruise that I ever had to give up. Was being on that inaugural with everybody that was going to be on it, and it was MSC's flagship. That hurt me, but I had a chance to go to Japan, and I can't with Carnival and your Trans-Pacific, Transatlantic cruises. I can't knock you. You give out great deals, but right now I look now, and for me they're drying up. They're the 23-day cruises, 29-day cruises. I don't see them anymore. I see them, but like for $1,500 a person, and I'm not paying $3,000. I like them, but I don't like them that much. Hopefully, they don't fill up and they get down to me again. So that is one of the things. That's one of the things that I'm looking forward to. Is going back to the French Polynesian Islands, Tahiti and Moorea, and those islands, and Hawaii. If I can get on that cruise, I'll be a happy camper. Will G, hopefully you can make it to the Speakeasy. I want to try. We will get you a drink or two. I appreciate it. See, look at that, friends. That's what friends are for. People, I can't believe you guys hung around. There's 27 people still in here. I can't believe you guys hung around this long. But for the 27 people that are here, we have about 7 more minutes. Let's all go do a banter with Bill raid. No, what kind of raid do I? A strong raid. I forget so much. A strong raid. Hashtag strong raid over to Scott's Thirsty Thursday. I felt like it was more than fair for 800 for the three of us and get 500 back. Yes. I mean, that's if you gamble, it's like you're just telling me you just want my money up front, and which makes sense if they don't give it to you as onboard credit, because that's what shocked me. The first time I did it, I had onboard credit. I'm like, that's crazy. I don't even have to gamble here. I mean, I just buy whatever I want. I still gamble, but the next time it was like go to the casino. I'm like, see, now you're making sure you get at least $500 from me. So I can appreciate that. I can appreciate that. Veronica, baby now, welcome in. I've been seeing free room, but it's not for free. Oh, you just brought up another point that I can't stand about Carnival. The free room is not free. I mean, and again, I'm talking about the low to mid-range gamblers. It's not free. I mean, you get a good price. And well, MSC, I didn't have to pay port charges or taxes. I mean, this cruise I'm going on, MSC, you are comped. I don't pay port charges or taxes. It's free. $500. I get it back on board, whether it's casino money or onboard credit. No port charges or taxes included. Nothing. Royal casino deal, all you pay are port charges and taxes. Look at your Carnival deal. Free room, you're only responsible for port charges, taxes, and deposit. So that free room, and you have to pay for two. So it's $100 deposit for two. You have to pay $200 for that free room for the deposit. That's not part of your cruise fare. Carnival, they're crooks. Okay, not crooks. They have a different way of doing business. They have a different way of doing business. If you give me a 14-day cruise for $200, I got it. Stop saying free room. It's not free. The deposit is part of my cruise fare. I go to Royal, I put a deposit down. That's part of the cruise fare. I go to Virgin. That's part of the cruise fare. Stop saying it's not part of the cruise fare. It is part of the cruise fare. But if the cruise is long enough, I got you. $200, I'll pay it. But that free room, stop it. It's not free. The rate is free. I don't know what. Hold on. The rate is free. I don't know what rate. MSC just got just $500 back on board. Yeah, it's $500. You have to gamble, but again, now you're dealing with a casino host, so they want you to gamble. But I gamble anyway. Just got off the phone. Had a phone call. Sweet, Emily. I'm glad you're back. I'm trying to stay on till 9:00 so we can go raid Thirsty Thursday with Scott. It's pinned up to the top. If you don't know the link, it's pinned up to the top. So he should be getting ready to go live. You get your deposit back at once. But they're taking away like the onboard credit. See, now that used to be the deal. You get the onboard credit, but now they're starting to take away that unless you gamble. So now, like the last one I looked at was, I think it was $50 onboard credit. So now really I'm only coming out of pocket for $150. But if they give you onboard credit, because at one time they used to give you like $500 onboard credit. So now it's like, you're paying me to cruise with you? Carnival? Yes, I'm in. Onboard credit. Yep. So, okay, what time is it? 3 minutes, people. 3 minutes. With that being said, if you have not hit the like button, make sure you hit that like button for me. Let's see. 33 likes. Okay, I'm happy. I'm a happy camper. 33 likes. I hope Chris liked it before Keisha sniped him. Keisha, before you snipe somebody, ask them to subscribe and like first. I didn't know that about Carnival rate. The deposit doesn't go towards the cruise rate. No, it doesn't. It says it. They didn't hide it. It says it there when you read it. But everybody else, they say port charges and taxes only. Carnival does that. But if they give you onboard credit, it's a wash. And they used to do that on a regular basis. And probably for people that gamble a lot, they probably still do that. Maybe I don't gamble enough anymore to where I get the full $200 back, like this the Trans-Pacific cruise. But did I get it for? I'll scratch that. Maybe I did get it for the Trans-Pacific cruise. So I'll scratch that. But just when you book Carnival, just understand the deposit isn't part of the cruise rate. So even if it says a free room, you be careful. It might not be free. The good thing about OBC with Royal, you can cash it out at the casino and get the money. Here comes like 30. Thank you, Veronica. Thank you so much. Chris, Cruising Chris M. Member for 3 months. Join, you'll be 100% better looking. Smash the like button. Okay. I am, Chris. So with that being said, we are at 8:59. We are at 8:59. Top of the chat is the pin link to Thirsty Thursday. Let's make sure we go over there, do a strong raid. Tell Scott, go over there, win some prizes. Cruising Chris. Thank you, Cruising Chris. I don't know why I call you Cruz. Chris, thank you, Em. Let me hold on. Let me play this song. Let me play it real quick.
Yo, thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the super chat.
Thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the super chat.
Okay, Cruise Life TV. Good night. Appreciate you being here. Go over to Scott, even if you don't stay for the whole thing. Go over there, say hi, hit the like button, stay for a while, stay for the entire night and win stuff. But go say hi, do a strong raid, hashtag strong raid, and I will see you over there before I have to get off and go pack. All right, good night, everybody. Thanks for coming in. Carnival still love you. Just not as much as MSC. Okay, see you guys later. See you night. Bill, see you Saturday. You will. LF McKinley, thank you for stopping by. Appreciate it. Night, everybody. Let's end the stream. Play the outro. Stay strong and embrace the journey. And we're
Bum, 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 bum.